KRF TV is proudly brought to you by the following sponsors: KRF Motorsports, Kimmy's Rural Fencing, Computer Shop, Aloha Gardens, MP Custom Design and Fabrication, BAM Motorsports, Upix Racing, and Adelaide Tarp Specialists.
Welcome back to KRF TV, and the cars are just out warming up, ready for race 2. Looks like the track temperatures come up a little bit, and the cars look a little bit more slippery out there, don't they, Lance?
Yeah, higher temperature would do that. Looks like they're struggling with oversteer and braking and turning. Looks like it's the oversteer on the way out.
Yeah, last race was the track temperature about 22, 23 degrees, and air temperature was about 22, 23, and the track was about 36 to 38, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 36 degrees track temperature. It's currently 45, so it's up there.
It looks like the wind's picked up and the clouds have gone away.
Yeah, so to make those high speed turns a little bit more tricky, especially in these already tricky conditions with the heat. It's going to be an interesting race after the last one, the issues between Jacob and Aaron. I haven't looked at it at the end. It didn't look like that it was intentional from Jacob, just looks like it was just a bit of inexperience.
Yeah, also here the marshals are talking about that behind the scenes a little bit. I think that's going to be investigated after the day's racing, I believe.
Yeah, something to look at the end. Have a good look at it, and guess the stewards will decide what to do from there.
Now this is a reverse grid from the finishing order of race 1, and looks like they've flipped the coin again, and they're back to another grid start.
And the grid start seemed pretty clean last time, so we'll see how it works out.
There we go, a bit of contact with two cars straight up.
It looks like Phil Gadd and James Bell.
Yeah, we're just going to have a replay of exactly what happened back there. Just watch him come back on the start, watching Phil's car. Just looks like it was a little bit of side-by-side contact. It's just spun them off as they're both unloaded on the inside tyres.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a racing incident. Two cars going for the same spot. No one was really at fault for that one.
Just back up, camera's back on Aaron Farmer out in front. It's got a little bit of it's got about a 1 second buffer on the group now.
And we got a tight battle pack with Jacob.
That is a very tight battle back, and we've just had TJ just slide off the track from a bit of pressure from behind, so a bit unluck for him, but he'll dig the teeth in and chase back down.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a bit of issues with these overlays. Yeah, you got TJ. Looks like it's doing the same thing again. We've got Jacob, Mark Pavlovich and Jay all running pretty close together at the moment.
And it looks like Jay's having a bit of a sniff at Mark, put enough pressure on for him to try and force him into a mistake. Looks like Pav just went to the defensive line, and I think we just saw Warwick Brown just slide off the corner as well now. So the difference in temperature is catching a couple of drivers out.
Now it looks like Jay had a little bit of a look.
And also looks like Aaron's slid back into the clutches of the pack.
It looks like at the moment the first two seem to be breaking away a little bit from third and fourth, Mark and Jay.
Yeah, the camera's following Jacob at the moment. This is going to be interesting when he decides to have a move with the argument these two guys had the previous race with their cars, with each other at the finish line. Hopefully their crew chiefs have spoken to them and settled them down ready for this race. And just in the background looks like Pav's made a mistake coming out of the turn, and here we go side by side through the airstrip into the left-hander, and it's going to be a pretty good battle coming into the turn. Who's going to win it?
It looks like there was a bit of a bump on the exit, but both cars seem to be away undamaged. Looks like Jay has a little bit of rear wing damage, but shouldn't affect it too much.
We just keep bouncing back to the Jacob and Aaron after the last race. Jacob's just tucked in behind, probably just buying his time to the end of the race to have a crack at Aaron, so minimal risk after what happened last race. Just going to keep flicking back to him every now and then, see how the battle between them's going, or whether they're just going to behave themselves, and if one has a go, to give each other enough room.
So hopefully Jacob learnt from last race what he can and can't do in terms of moves and where to actually put the car. Aaron's a pretty experienced racer, so he'll be keeping an eye on him as well. But just looking further back, looks like I was going to say that TJ's caught up to James, but he had a little bit of an off.
Yeah, I was just having a look at that pack, those two myself, a couple of seconds ago, and they were on top of each other, and yeah, it looks like TJ has just dropped a tyre off and just lost the drive out of the turn.
Like it's a bit of commentator's curse. Sorry about that, TJ.
Just looking at Warwick Brown at the moment, winner of race 1. He's worked his way up to 5th place, but he's just over 6 seconds behind the race leader. And he's hunting down Mark Pazovic at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise at the moment. I thought the pace that Warwick had in the last race would be already up there fighting for first, but looks like he's struggling with these conditions at the moment.
Looks like TJ Brown is pegging a bit of ground back a bit against James Bell at the moment.
Yeah, TJ's a pretty quick driver in his car, well in any car. He's usually pretty well up there, although not many know the layout of the track, so might be struggling with that.
We've just gone back up to the lead too, and looks like Jay's starting just to drop off them a little bit further, but looks like Jacob's mirroring Aaron's every move at the moment, and no mistake.
Yeah, what Jacob might be doing is just follow Aaron, get the just follow his lines for a little while to learn the race consistency.
And wow, did you just see how quick Jay just caught up to him just down the strip?
I might have to look at his car. Might have some nitrous sitting in it.
Yeah, track officials will be having a look at that car at the end of the race of how much more pace he had against the lead two cars. Although with these tracks conditions, he might have just looked after his tyres a little bit better than the other two, and at this point of the race, his tyres might have a bit more bite.
And that's the thing, if you look after your tyres at the beginning, it means that you have a good finish to the end.
Just having a look at the fastest lap times these drivers have done, and they look like about a second and a half off last race's pace.
Yeah, they're in the 14 last race. Aaron's done a 16.3. Jacob's done a 16.0. But Jay has the quickest lap so far, the 1:15.9.
Yeah, he's it was probably that lap he caught up to him quite rapidly.
Looks like Jacob's dropped off a bit. Maybe he's watching Jay a bit too much and not focused on Aaron. If he just gets in Aaron's draft, he might be able to reel him back in. Not worry about Jay too much.
Yeah, and that just, with Jacob getting into Aaron's draft, it just helps Jay gets pulled up to Aaron as well, because he's already stuck in the draft of Jacob's car.
Yeah, with draft racing, you don't really want to be battling cars too much. It's usually best to just sit behind and just follow the car in front.
And just having a look at Jacob's car at the moment, looks like Jay's getting ready to have a jump at him and try and put him out, and I reckon either Jacobs is looking at his mirrors or he's hurt his tyres a little bit going with Aaron, and just losing contact with Aaron a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like in the back half of the track he seems to be having a lot of trouble with understeering the mid corner and the exit. So, we just got Aaron going off the track now.
And Aaron will be wild with himself. So we're just going to follow Aaron to see how much grip he's got coming up in this next corner and doesn't slide off again. But Jacob Heron's the race lead. And it looks like Jay's just outbraked himself too and made a mistake through that corner.
I think all Jacob needs to do now is just hit his marks, don't look in the mirrors, and he should be able to take it home pretty easily.
Yeah, well, there we go. Jay's just done another mistake. So has Jay and Aaron actually hurt their tyres at the moment? And Jacob's been the smart one and just tucked out and just been nursing them.
Yeah, it looks like that out of the three that Jacob was the one who was struggling, but in the last lap, I don't know, it looks like the two who we thought were handling the tyres pretty well seem to be struggling. We've got Jay who just did a move on Aaron to the first turn.
And while these two are fighting, looks like Mark Pavicic is going to hunt him down as well and pull him in.
Yeah, we got Mark there right now, hoping that they're still going to make a mistake so he can just cruise on through. Russell's back in further in the field. Like something happened to James because he's dropped right off the DJ now.
Yeah, it looks like something has happened. He is way off. I'm just looking at Warwick Brown's car at the moment. He's up to 5th, but he's still 7 seconds in the rear. So car might not like the heat as much as the cars out in front.
Yeah, going by his lap times, he seems to be struggling. His quickest lap was 16.4. He's about half a second off the leaders.
Yeah, looks like it too. But then again, at the moment, the last lap of the race leader was a 1:17. Jay in second did a 1:16.8. Aaron Farmer did a 1:17.3. Mark did a 1:17 flat, and Warwick's in a 1:16.9. So he is pulling them in slowly, just probably not as quick as he'd like.
It looks like the top three are fairly close.
Here we go, we've got Jay having a bit of a sniff. No, something's happened. That's actually the finish of the race.
Oh.
Well, where'd that time go?
There's a quick one, a lot of action. Very clean racing in this one compared to the first one. Well done to Jacob.
So it looks like father one, and we're just on James Bell, who just buried in the fence coming out of the last corner. So he'll spin it around and limp it across the line.
It looks like that James will have pole in this one. Not sure what happened to Phil. He seemed to be sitting in the pits, 3 laps down.
Yeah, I just don't know what happened there, but anyway, results from race 2 are Jacob Brown in first after inheriting the lead from Aaron Farmer's mistake with about 3 minutes to go. Jay Boving, and I've pronounced his name about 4 different ways tonight, in second. Aaron Farmer in third. Mark Pazovic in fourth. Warwick Brown in fifth, which was our race 1 leader. In sixth is TJ Brown. Seventh is James Bell. And in eighth place is Phil Glad. It's going to be an interesting race 3 with those 8 cars being reverse gridded for the 20 minutes race. Anyhow, we're going to have a short break and be back for race 3.